Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going over the top teams for the Crazed Shellbrute. There are a lot of good options thanks to all of the testing which was done in the Analytica Discord. I'm going to go ahead and show you the first formation we're going to try right now. This is going to be a pretty budget team option. You're going to have the, if you take a look here, main Fresto in front of Coco, Illusion in front of Odie, as you can see on the field, and you do not need to even have Fresto leveled up. He can work with even one copy in this comp. This team managed to get 100% on common 1 difficulty of Crazed Shellbrute, even at level 301. So this should be a good way for you to clear the Crazed Shellbrute. And the other heroes are just Smokey up in the middle position, Odie behind the Illusion, Coco behind the main Fresto, and then Sonya to buff up the Odie and the Coco with the Star Shard spell. So let's get right into it. We're on common 1 difficulty right now, and it should be a pretty easy clear. So the thing about Crazed Shellbrute is how it is different from the Primal Lord is the shield is going to heavily reduce the damage taken from all sources, even HP per second damage. So even when we make it to endless bosses, you're going to want to have enough shield breakers in the team. The other thing is that Fresto just does really well because he gets gulped, like as you can see here, and that is why even with one copy Fresto, your team is almost just as effective as if you had Fresto fully built up, because he's not actually doing anything, as you can see right here. The Odie execution mark is going to be really helpful to get the kill. Another tip for you guys is that try to level up your equipment or forge the highest equipment for the marksman class if Odie is your key damage dealer, like for example in this team, and also boost Odie to a higher level threshold. Like right now all of my heroes are at level 316. If I wanted to, I could have kept the other heroes at a lower level and boosted Odie up to 321, because when you hit that next one, like 21, 321, 331, or 301 or 311, you're going to get a big boost to the stats of that hero, and you want to have that on your damage dealer. So that is a strategy a lot of people are running. Okay, so there we have the pretty easy way to clear common 1 difficulty. Now, if you want a different team version, we have this one, and the credit for this team goes to Whitwolf68, who came up with both of the teams. So this is the other team, almost exactly the same. Again, main Fresto on the right, Illusion on the left. Not going to have Coco, instead going to have Mikola and Reinier to increase the damage the boss receives, and Reinier is going to position swap the Odie with the Harmonic Spell. And this team is also going to work for common 2 difficulty, so we're going to go ahead and try this team. Both of these two teams that we've shown so far, they can both work in common 2 difficulty. However, definitely this is the better one because of Reinier increasing the damage that your team can deal to the boss. Okay, so this is a great team with the Harmonic Spell, and again, credit to Whitwolf for it. But this team is using Reinier, so if you don't have Reinier built but you have Sonya, you can run the previous team even with one copy of Fresto and get a pretty good score. But this team is going to be a bit better than that. So this is going to be the team number 2. Then we're going to break it. Then we're going to move on to the more like the top performing teams, because unfortunately or fortunately, depending on if you recruited for the Twins or not yet, the Twins are again in the top performing team, but it isn't by a big margin. So keep that in mind. Even if you're going to be seeing that Twins are in the top team, maybe for multiple Dream Realm bosses, there isn't a huge gap between basically the Twins' performance and the next best option. And that is why I still recommend hold your resources. Let's wait and see how strong the Twins are actually going to be in comparison to the future Hypergene Celestials we're going to get in this season. So amazing. Only Reinier has died so far, which is really good. The highest score I've seen so far today is around 46% of the boss's health, and this team got 31%, which is really reasonable and respectable as well. And like I mentioned, if you could boost the level of Odie to the next tier, that is really going to help you because he is dealing the most damage in these team compositions. Okay, so there we have the common 2 difficulty team, which is kind of a budget version. Now we're going to move on to the more top performing teams. So Turtle Sun, this is the 3rd best team right now. And this is not Turtle Lags, this is another person who goes by the name of Turtle Lags Sun in the AFK Analytica Discord server. So main Fresto in front of Sonya, Illusion in front of Mikola, Odie off to the side, and Kruger for the defense, like physical defense debuff. This is also a very effective team. And the other thing about Kruger is he breaks, oh sorry, this is the wrong team. He breaks the boss's shield really effectively, and that is why he's a really good hero here, because your Fresto and the Illusion will get gulped. Kruger can keep breaking the boss's shield and increasing the damage dealt by Sonya and Mikola, who are both physical damage dealers. And that is really the whole concept here. But against Star Shard Spell, you're going to see in the early sort of like stages and also pre-endless bosses, Star Shard Spell is a dominant artifact, which is crazy because it's a main season like starter story artifact, which we've had from basically the beginning of playing this game. And from the beginning up until now, it is still a great option. But of course, when we make it like to end this difficulty, then you would never be using Star Shard. But for right now, you can enjoy the fact that it is seeing a lot of use. So 21 seconds left. Really lucky that my Odie didn't go down there because the boss does hit really hard on the common 2 difficulty. But this is an amazing team. It's not relying on Sinbad. As you can see here, we've managed to get over 40%, and this is probably you're going to be your go-to team. This is the most obtainable like relatable team that also has a really top level performance, 41%, and like if I boosted OD to 621, we could have gotten an even higher score. I should actually show you guys a damage chart of that so you know exactly how much damage the different heroes were doing. Odie didn't even do the most, but that's actually Sonya, and so maybe even boosting Sonya to the higher level would be better for that team comp. But really cool because that did not use basically any Reinier, and Frestro can work at 1 copy for that, and that is a really good team. Okay, now we're moving on to the Sinbad teams. So Sinbad overall is the best. He breaks the boss's shield really effectively with his duo cut ability if he's at Supreme Plus. So Sinbad needs Supreme Plus here. Plus 15 is nice, but plus 10 is enough. Plus 15 will give you a damage boost. So this team is exactly like the OD team, except rather than the OD, you're running Sinbad. Overall, this is better because Sinbad is a physical damage dealer benefiting from the physical defense debuff of Kruger. Sinbad also applies debuffs of his own, and so his damage output will be higher than, or like overall contribute to higher team damage than the OD team. But OD is a great replacement if you don't have Sinbad, because a lot of people may not have Sinbad built or may not have him at Supreme Plus. You can try him before Supreme Plus, but he's not going to be very effective before that. And OD also functions as a shield breaker for the Crazed Shellbrute, and that is why OD is a good option in the team as well. But this team can get around 42-43% of the boss's health, so like a minor upgrade compared to the OD team that we just tried, which is honestly not even that big of a deal. You can just stick to OD and be fine. That is the thing with Sinbad. He is a good hero, but he has this very niche sort of use in pre-endless Dream On bosses, getting a minor boost your score, but not like a game-changing amount, and so it isn't like really crucial really to be running him. But there we go, that is going to take us to the top 1 rank. But now we have the new best team, which is the Twins. So we have the Twins. This is going to be the formation, Evie Grimm, and by the way, all the people FM Tuxedo came up with the Sinbad team, and then Evie Grimm against Star Shard Spell. So Twins, Lila up front, of course, Elijah in the back. And they're going to be linking to the Sinbad and the Sonya, who are both Lightbearer heroes, to get that like same factional advantage for the bonus buffs. Main Frester in front of Sonya, Illusion up in the front, and Mikola in front of the Sinbad. So let's go ahead and use this team. This is the overall top performing team, and it has gotten, I've seen someone get 46.6% with this team. So if we get like 46%, I'm going to stop and be happy with it. If we don't, I'm going to do a couple of skip runs and see the highest score we can get. But anyway, like the highest score we will be able to get for today is when we can boost up to level 321 on our entire team, because we're going to be getting that today. And for other people, even if you haven't bought anything, I think you should be over 301 today, which is enough to defeat the common 1 difficulty of this boss. So the Twins went down there. I don't know if that was a bit premature, like if we got some bad luck. Because yeah, then we're going to be missing out on like the permanent haste buff onto our allies. But the other heroes are alive, which is good. Yeah, this may have been bad RNG. Seems to be a bit of a RNG heavy comp because the Twins died early. The Twins have survival issues, definitely, because especially AoE damage is going to hit them twice. Even though they have 50% bonus HP, they're still going to be taking overall like 200% damage from an AoE attack, and the AoE attack of Crazed Shellbrute is pretty high. So I'm going to skip it a couple of times. You guys saw the run, and then if we get a good run, and then we're going to go ahead and show the replay to see how the Twins survive. But I think it just will come down to the Twins surviving here. But looking at this, it doesn't look really hot, right? And the Sinbad team was considered the best team until people were trying this Twins comp, and they managed to get a really high score. Okay, we got 45.1%. We can take a look at the replay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get higher than that. Because this team, the highest I have seen is 46.6, but 45.1 is really close to that. I just want to see that the twins survive the whole fight. If they did, then you guys get the idea. You can run it more times, but there's no point in doing that right now. We should just wait for, leveling up and then going further. But look at the energy gains. Like, even Freestro is getting energy after all of my allies have casted their ultimates. This is the crazy thing, because Freestro is not linked by the Stellar Bond, which is, I didn't fully understand. But look, Freestro is gaining 150 energy back. He's getting the 15% energy refund, so all of your allies get it, even if they are not linked by the Stellar Bond. Yeah, the twins survive. Oh no, they do go down with 20 seconds left, but we did manage to do better here. It will just come down to the RNG, but honestly, I'm not going to do any more runs right now. I'll wait until I level up to 321. Before we end off the video, guys, there is actually one minor update to the Twins team. A lot of people, or some people, are doing better with the Harmonic Spell, getting a new PB rather than the Star Shard. So we're going to give this team a try. I also leveled up 2 more levels on my entire team, but we haven't hit that 321 mark, which would be a huge upgrade in terms of the stats of all of our heroes. And so I'm really going to be waiting and saving most of my attempts for when we hit that. But I just want to watch the Harmonic Spell. Let's see whether this is going to be better. Because if it can allow the twins to survive longer, or just increase the damage output while the twins are still alive, it will be better than the Star Shard spell. But you can try both, because we did get a really good score with the Star Shard spell, setting a new record. The twins go down early here, with 45 seconds left. So I don't know how this is going to turn out well from this point on. Because when we got our best run with Star Shard, we had the twins survive until 20 seconds left. Okay, and Sonya's gonna go down here as well. Okay, I think that was a bad run. We'll do a couple more skip attempts, but like honestly, I don't want to go too deep here. We have only 10 attempts total, and I want to save at least a couple because there is RNG, especially with the twin comp, until we hit that 600 or 321. Okay, 44%. Not bad. Let's do 3 or 4 more attempts. I'll take it down to 5 attempts left. So yeah, I think that's fine. And then we can save 5 attempts for when we hit the 321. Okay, got a new record. That is going to be 45.9%, which is not bad, but it isn't enough. It is better than the Star Shard one. I want to do 3 more skips, and let's see whether we can get to the top, the rank 1. But our rank 1 is 706 million right now, which is really high. Yeah, I think really, when you take a look at it, it's really the Sinbad and Sonya contributing all of the damage. And so if you could boost their levels up to like 321 right now, that would be the big break. That would probably give me what I needed to go for like the rank 1 position. Either way, 680 million is pretty good. Let's just do like, yeah, like I said, 2 more skip attempts. If we don't get a new record, I'm fine with the score that we got. I think it's really good. But Harmonic Spell maybe looks a little bit better than Star Shard, because it did set a new record compared to it, but they both have RNG involved in them. And yeah, so you can try both and see which one does better for you. Okay, we're going to stop there. We'll save the final 5 attempts for when we upgrade. And most importantly, Sonya and Sinbad should be boosted up in the level. And also improve their equipment. The key damage dealers, those are the equipment you want to be upgrading if you want to compete for the pre-endless top ranks. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. That's going to be it for this one. I'll hope to see you guys in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now. And thank you for watching.